When we had last left the Nameless One, well, their adventures continued around the Hive, where they did battle with Black Rose, who actually asked for a favor in dealing with some of the same Razor Angels and the Shiv alleyway lord guys as well. But instead they decided to side with Crystal and the alleyway Razor Razor Angels, something along those lines. Anyway, they also got a fork for Nestor and took it from a guy who had one ear that was a little messed up. And as it turned out, that ear was probably messed up by none other than Nestor. And
just look natural. Casual.
And Rauk, who had achieved a whole bunch of rings being added to his collection or something, or no, brought to a bunch of wizards. The Nameless One found a Lim cellar because they had seen a Lim destroy a whole bunch of wizards instantly. Well, they were able to get a pet Lim down at the marketplace. It was incredible. There were good times all around, and it was time to chat with more people in the amazing marketplace and maybe try more food. There seemed like there were fish. This is Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. Welcome back. Let's see. Who should we speak with first? I guess this person? Kosajai? This toothless old crone. Old crone? Oh my gosh. But she looks like a kindly old grandma. The game is like this stinky old crone. Oh, she is so gross. I thought she was just like a nice old grandma. Reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide pink smile.
Fish, my child? Fish heads, mayhap?
Child? Hardly. No fish for me, but I have some questions. What are you offering exactly?
Why, fish, my silly child. Fish of all sorts, and fish heads for those too short of jink for the whole ones. Teeny tiny fish heads. Hee hee!
Where do the fish come from? I don't need fish, but I had some other questions. I've no need for fish, or their heads, for that matter. Farewell. Where do the fish come from?
They're brought to Sigil, from all over the plains, my boy. Would ye like some? I sell only the heads. Should ye be short on jink?
I don't need fish, but I had some other questions. She shakes her little wrinkled head.
No answers have I. Only fish.
Very well. What do you have to offer exactly? Okay. Never mind. We're talking in circles here. How about you? Don't waste your time with these other cheats and liars. The man's beady little eyes gleam like tiny black gems when he spots you.
Hey there, back for more? Come on, over. See what I got for you this time.
Oh no, wait, you're the... Okay, yeah, I did trade with you. So, is it this guy? Oh, yeah, this guy I maybe didn't trade with. The dour-faced old fellow appears to be selling various hand weapons.
Ah, come on over then. Come to see my blades, have you?
Yes, I have. No, but I had some questions. Yeah, can I ask you questions first and then check in on the blades?
I've got a job to do, sir.
He suddenly turns his head and coughs into his hand.
Excuse me. As I was saying, I can't well stop selling just to speak with you.
Are you sick? Show me your wares then. Maybe he's got some of the pox. I'll pay you for your time then. Are you sick?
Oh, nay, Cutter. Just old. I thank you for the concern, though.
He smiles at you. Can you tell me about this area?
This? Just another marketplace in the Hive. Worst ward in our blessed city, a Sigil.
He smiles bitterly, then shrugs.
As long as you watch your back and get somewhere safe by dark, It's not too bad a place, as slums go.
Yeah, now thanks to having Facecam for the CRPGs that we cover in the channel, now you get to see the absurd faces that I have to do in order to get this to come out of my body. That's right. This whole time, I've always had to do a stupid face in order to even come close to doing this. I can't do it straight face. It's just not possible. I'm looking for a man named Farad.
Huh, nay, don't know the name, sorry, Cutter.
Okay, well, I'm looking for a journal I've lost.
Haven't seen one lately, sorry. If you need a new journal, perhaps one of the other merchants here has one for sale.
He shrugs. Okay, forget it, let me see your wares. You do sell weapons, it's true. A jagged knife and a knife. 1 to 3 slashing. Proficiency edged. This hooked knife has a thick double-edged blade and a curved wooden handle. Judging from the shape of the blade, it looks like this knife is primarily used as a surgical tool. Oh, really? Poor quality stiletto, poor quality sledgehammer. This hammer is little more than a heavy lump of metal on the end of a stout stick. It's powerful, yes, but the balance is poor, and it's entirely ungraceful. Iron knuckles, hammer, battle axe, high quality stiletto. 1 to 4 piercing, 1 speed. This slim dagger is a beauty among its kind. It is a one-handed thrusting weapon. More green steel. Battle axe of quality. High quality sledgehammer. Battle axe of quality. Oh, Thaco +1, so it's a +1 then? Is that the implication? I guess so. Intricate runes are etched on the shaft and the blades of this axe. The edges of the axe are razor sharp. It looks like it would be possible to shave with it, though that's not something that you would try until you had consumed several tankards of ale. The handle itself is made of ironwood, and leather is wrapped tightly around the handle to help secure the user's grip. Okay. High quality sledgehammer? Now this one doesn't give you a bonus to Thaco, even though it's high quality rather than of quality. This is a well-crafted hammer, well-balanced and pleasing to the eye. Don't be fooled by its appearance. This weapon is dangerous. It requires 2 hands and the desire to inflict crushing damage on your enemies. 1 to 10 crushing, 2 to 9 slashing. With bonus Thaco. I feel like the battle axe is the way to go if I wanted to buy something. Right? Especially given the +1 to Thaco, that's worth more than anything else. Is that the only thing here that has... Oh, an antler axe. Primitive cultures oftentimes used parts of animals as weapons. This appears to be the horns of some creature that have been made into a crude battle axe of sorts. I feel like I should buy some. Like, they're so cheap. Like, look at the cost on these. It's absurd. Okay. Here's a maul. Essentially a variation of the standard sledgehammer. The maul has a wedge-shaped head used for splitting wood. Though it can be used as a weapon, it is unwieldy and difficult to swing in combat. I never knew that. Is that technically what mauls are used for? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the battle axe of quality and sell off the hammer. Can I buy stuff back if I so desire? God, I hope. Okay. There's this crescent hatchet as well, which I think I'll sell you at. You lose 1 Thaco. Which, as I had said, is arguably one of the most important stats to have on a weapon. Okay, sure. What should I replace? The hollow axe? I think so. There we go. Oh, is this a one-handed axe? It says it's huge. I guess it's fast because it's hollow. But still, I would rather have the one that has +1 Thaco. Okay. Should I just keep it on me just in case? Yeah. We just cleared out a bunch of inventory. Okay. Let's check over here. Is this stealing? Quick saved? The container is locked. I'm gonna bust into it. Let's see. Is it stealing? Rags and rusty dagger. Who's this? It's Craddock. Okay. Well, let's not talk to Craddock just yet. Let's see. Find Craddock for Bane the Sender. What did I need to find you for? I agreed to deliver a message for a man named Bane the Sender. Bane said the person I needed to deliver the message to was named Craddock, and is said to be an overseer in a marketplace somewhere in the Hive. The only description Bane could give me of Craddock was that he was a giant, stern-looking man. I'll keep my eye out for him. If I find Craddock, I'll deliver the message. Then go back and tell Bane. Shit, what was the message again? Hang on. Oh, God. Alright, well, hopefully multiple choice will jog my memory. Let's talk to him immediately, I guess. You see a huge man watching the area with a tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. Yeah, it's definitely him. He is hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings. The man glances down at you, and his frown deepens. I feel like I'm also a giant man. Am I not? I feel like I'm also a big guy. Maybe I'm not? Am I a little guy? I feel like based on that picture where the Nameless One looks blue and the opening stuff, and right here, I thought that I was a big guy. Right? Okay.
Aye? What are you sniffing round here for?
I had some questions. You Craddock? Never mind, sorry to bother you. You Craddock?
Mayhap.
He studies your face, as if trying to recall you.
If I am, what be it to ye?
I come with a message from Bane the Sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the 3rd day, or there will be a penalty. Never mind, I mistook you for someone else. Farewell. Yeah, this is the message.
By the hells, can they be such fools that they think we can miracle it there? All right, your message has found its way to the right ears, and for all the good it'll do.
What's the problem?
Look around ye.
Craddock nods at the laborers in the marketplace and scowls.
These laggards and half-wits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs doing in half the time.
Do you need any help? I'm sorry to hear that, farewell. Sure, do you need help?
I'll tell you what I need. All my men to show up for work. Gelay's gone missing since this morn, and I need him back now.
Gelay, where'd he go? I'm sorry to hear that, farewell. Where did he go?
That high-bred goat is probably passed out on the street somewhere by the smoldering corpse, when he should be here helping us, worthless sod.
I could go find him for you. For a price. I'm sorry to hear that, farewell. I could go find him for you.
Oh, ye could ye?
Craddock squints at you.
And now why would you do that?
You need the help, don't you? It doesn't sound like you can spare the time to go looking for him and there's work to be done. Well, I could find him, but I wouldn't do it for free. Well, never mind then, farewell. Well, you need help, don't you? Yeah, I'm nice. I'm not looking for a payout. I'm nice. Right? If I die, I come back. I got time. As far as I know, I got time. You need help, don't you? Craddock is silent for a moment, then nods.
Aye. Ye find Gelay. You tell him to drag his worthless bub-ridden hide here. I'll pay ye for your trouble.
He frowns.
When ye found him, now get.
You said he's likely by the smoldering corpse. Where's that?
Updated my journal.
It's south and east of here. Head through the southeast gate, then head east for about a block. It's got a mess of drunks outside, can't miss it. Gelay's most like somewhere around there.
All right, I'll go look for him then. Farewell. Okay. I don't think I'll go directly there. We'll just eventually get there. All right, how about you, Profira? The grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant on top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and surrounding foot traffic. Oh, leave her alone. So that's her talking then. I foresee the end. A great darkness shall fall upon this city. Will it happen?
Can't afford to get cut off.
That's probably not her. 5 years hence. Something. My quick save. When the lady's shadow falls, so do men fall. The mazes they shall go. Woe be to those who listen but do not heed. Even the factals themselves shall not be spared. I foresee the end. A great darkness shall fall upon this city. Oh, okay, we heard that. The faction shall be cast out. Oh, that's new. 5 years hence, damnation. So saith the wise Alondo. Let's speak with Gauha. You see a thin, yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. Greetings? He displays a feral, shark-toothed grin. His eyes are like shiny black orbs. His voice is low and raspy.
Gawa greets you as well. You have come to play a game, yes?
No, but I had some questions. Yeah, I'll play. No, farewell. Yeah, I'll play. Gawa reaches into his tunic and pulls out a coin.
This coin, your coin.
He places it at your feet and pulls out another.
This coin, Gawa's.
He places it at his own feet, then holds up 2 dice between his thumb and index finger.
The dice. We both roll 1, yes.
Okay, go on.
You roll higher, both coins.
He snatches the coins up from the ground and proffers them to you.
Yours. Gawa, roll higher.
He quickly tucks the coppers back into his tunic.
Mine. Neither rolls higher. The coin stays for another roll. So how much coin will you lie at your feet?
We got money. Go big or go home. 100 copper commons. You both roll the dice until you roll higher. You pick up the coins and put them away. Gawa nods, frowning.
It is enough for now, but perhaps we shall play again later, you and I.
Okay, wow, I won. Okay. Wait, is something wrong? Gawa regards you closely for a moment, then nods.
Never do I indulge in Hashma's folly. Never do I cheat, human. But I see fortune, read it, know it in the face of a man. However, in you I see nothing. I know nothing. You have no luck, no fortune, neither good nor ill. Or you make your own, perhaps. I do not know.
He places his dice back into his tunic.
We might play later, perhaps, but no more this moment.
All right, farewell. How did I get into that situation? Stories for coin? You, governor, something. Stories for coin. Reekwind. Oh, what a pleasant name. Okay, what's this? This bench looks like it is ready to collapse. How about over here? Nothing in that. These barrels are empty. The hoops binding the wood are almost completely rusted through. That's very reminiscent of descriptions in the world in Fallout 1 and 2, right? Everything is just like ready to like fall over and get dilapidated. You see a pile of garbage and poop. Oh, this toilet is full of poop. There's a street lamp. Someone put poop on it. Right. It's same stuff here. A story for Jink, eh? This man is looking at you with a strange, bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge. So huge, they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobblestones. What? He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird. And as you near him, you suddenly notice the smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Oh, a man covered in poop. He's about to fall over. Okay, greetings. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on his sleeve, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotted gums.
Stories for coin, sirrah?
His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored inside his mouth.
Stories for coin.
Who are you? The man snorts, thick with phlegm.
Names. Who are you? Who you are? Who you are? Who you are?
His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself.
Names. Dangerous.
He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous?
Knowing a name or being stuck with one, both's a mess of trouble.
He looks back up at you.
My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind.
This isn't like a play on Rincewind. Is it a Rincewind from Discworld? No. Once again, you become conscious of his reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surrounds him.
A given name.
An appropriate name. Well, the name fits you well. Is that your real name? I see. Farewell. Is that your real name? Can I buy soap for this guy?
Not my true name.
Reekwind mumbles on, his head twitching every time he says name.
A true name's a dangerous thing. Gives others power.
He stares at you with his huge eyes and wags his finger.
Keep your name secret. Keep it close. Never let it out.
What do you mean?
Names are like smells. Things can track you with them.
Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. His cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly, as if to accentuate his point. He farts to accentuate his point? Incredible. If someone
knows a true name, it gives them power.
He licks his lips.
The power to hurt.
I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind's eyes widen, seeing his eyeballs bulge even larger. Makes you uneasy.
Then you are blessed. Remain nameless, and you shall be as a spirit on the plains, untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered.
He smacks his gums wetly.
A name chosen, a name given. It allows others to find you and hurt you.
Have you been hurt? Reekwind gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself.
Let my name slip once. Only once.
His eyes film over as if the temporary memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily.
Tell you the story I will, but 3 coppers must I see.
His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Very well, here's 3 copper. Lie, I don't have that much with me. I had some questions, though. Not today, farewell. Alright, here's 3 copper. Reekwind gets into his stance. Looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches. Then, with a grunt, he breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice.
Cursed I walk the wards in splendor.
He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passers-by. Listen. Oh wait, I am actually listening. That's not in quotes. Actually, I don't have time for a story right now. I had some other questions. Okay, I will listen.
Updated my journal.
Well, I updated my journal from the Stinkman story. Reekwind freezes his arms akimbo.
Crossed paths with a crossed one. Had the looking of a pumpkin. His seeds, curses.
Reekwind then thrusts his belly out so as to appear fat, slicks back his hair with his filthy palm so he looks almost bald, then begins drumming his fingers on his fat belly. He then walks about, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be.
All a jumble with curses, this one was.
With a sneer and a careless gesture, Reekwind tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Listen.
Knew my name? Let it slip. I had. All it took it all.
He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples, and Reekwind breaks wind violently, then exhales, filling the air with foul, reeking breath.
Cursed with stenches, smells, excrement.
I had no idea. I was just kidding. Earlier when I was talking about Fallout, like, oh, it's covered in poop, I had no idea that we were literally about to talk to a poop man. It seems like I like played this game ahead of time, or like I knew that this would be Reekwind the poop man. I had no idea. I was just talking like, yeah, Fallout, it's a real fucking shitty place. People poop everywhere. I had no clue just how close to home I was hitting. I had no clue that we were about to find the poop man, right? I've played a few games on this channel, and you know what? I've met 2 poop men. This is the second poop man who has appeared on this video game playthrough channel. That is wild. That is wild that it has happened again. And not even of my own accord, but that people have made a poop man in their game. Right? There are poop men. God, what if there's 3? And I'm forgetting a third one. Was there a third poop man? God, I hope. If there hasn't been, I hope there will be. Alright.
Came here to tell tales. All good for now. Now Reekwind is the name. Give it name.
I see. I had some other questions.
Questions.
Reekwind hunches over, regarding you warily with his huge eyes.
Answers.
I can ask you a lot. Who are you again? Okay, never mind. Let's talk to him again. Let's see. Reekwind spots you as you approach, bobbing his head eagerly and staring at you with his huge eyes. As you near, okay, yeah, you smelled the piss and shit. Okay, what happened to you? Okay. Not today. We already heard his story. More questions? I'd like to hear a story.
A story? Tell you a story, I will. But 3 coppers must I see?
His face splits into a smile and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Is it going to be the same story I heard about him becoming a poop man? Okay, here. Oh, this is a different one. He takes the copper, gums it, then to your surprise, he swallows it.
Best purse there is. Billy.
He gives a reeking wheeze.
A story.
He smacks his lips, scratching his dirty rags. I thought I was about to say his dirty ass. Wait for him to choose a story. I'd like to hear the story about how you were cursed. I want to hear the story of a man who came to this city without name or memory and spoke with the cursed storyteller who warned him of the danger of names. Not today, farewell. What? Why would I say? Yeah, tell me about this story about you and me. Reekwind stops twitching and scratching for a moment and stares at you.
That tale costs nothing, for it is worth nothing, and it is worth noting that it would be a sad tale indeed.
What? Okay, tell me, nevertheless, Poop Man, I would hear it.
Where would such a tale begin?
Reekwind grunts, then gives a reeking wheeze that makes your eyes tear up. He seems to be thinking. It would begin with a man walking up in the mortuary, believed dead, but in truth only his memories are dead. Okay, I'll say that. Reekwind nods, then studies you and starts scratching himself violently, as if to give himself scars.
Dead, but not dead. No memories, no name.
He escapes the mortuary, enters the hive, and speaks to a man who let his true name slip once and has regretted it. Reekwind seems hypnotized by your words.
Yes. Much danger in naming, perhaps.
He pauses.
Perhaps the man to whom the Nameless One speaks is a warning to the danger of names.
He seems to chew this over.
Perhaps he who has forgotten his name is better off.
Is he? Is it better to suffer the truth with all its consequences, or is it better to remain ignorant? Which of the two men is better off? Reekwind gives a hacking cough, then spits, the spittle green and wet. Then he turns back to you.
It is your question, your tale.
He speaks slowly.
It is you who must answer it.
I want to hear your answer. The man who knows his true name is better off, for he knows himself and is stronger person for it. The man who has forgotten his true name is better off, for he is protected against those that would do him harm, including himself. Where a named man moves, he is followed. When a nameless one moves, his name leaves no trail. Never mind, I had some other questions. I've heard enough. Farewell. The man who knows his true name is better off, for he knows himself and is a stronger person for it. Yeah, I think that's what I would go with, but I do want to hear his answer. Oh, I got 500 XP. Reekwind shakes his head.
My answer?
He coughs again, belching forth another wave of fumes. He smacks his lips as if trying to drive the taste from his mouth.
My answer is this. They are both fools, but only one knows himself a fool.
Very well, I had some other questions. Okay. Can you tell me a different story? Tell me another story about the shepherd. Here's 3 copper. Okay. I will wait for him to choose a story. I don't even have the other options before. Okay.
Spireward.
He points to his left at the charred alley in the distance.
An alley of dangerous angles.
He bends his limbs in a twisted parody of one of the skeletal buildings.
Not always angled, not always burned and charred. Once alive, no longer.
Okay, I will listen.
Flames, fire.
He flings his hands up in the air, then waves them to simulate flames.
The alley burned. Great smoke, ash everywhere. In the end, only skeletons of buildings left. Bones of dead buildings. Bones of dead buildings. Angles everywhere. Angles.
Listen.
My journal.
Oh. He hunches forward, his voice a whisper. Again, the stench from his body hits you like a wave.
Dangerous. Now, madmen have set up their kip there. Kip there.
He bows, then breaks wind in quick spurts, like a bugle blowing. Okay. I like that the game does not want to say fart. I like that. That's respectable. Very polite. I think it makes it funnier for it not to say fart. I think it's funnier if it says breaks wind.
That is the tale of how a street becomes an alley of dangerous angles.
How did the fire start? He makes a semicircle over his heart.
A man made it. A beast made it so. A man whom even fiends admire.
Ooh.
A sorcerer's tale, filled with madness, sadness, burning yearning. A tale I can tell, a tale I can tell, I will. But 3 coppers must I see.
He hisses, then cackles in a way that reminds you of a fire burning. That's his cackle.
A dangerous tale, a dangerous tale.
All right, very well. Here's 3 copper.
A sorcerer was there. No simple hedge wizard this, but a mage of power.
Reekwind brings his hands together reverently, then smiles evilly.
He burned with the art, and the art burned him.
Listen.
The name given him was Ignis, a name respected, then feared, then hated, then punished.
Reekwind gives a rattling wheeze, then claws the air and hisses, apparently imitating Ignis. Okay, I will listen.
Taught by one of the last great magi Ignis was, and as an apprentice, Ignis learned much, and nothing at the same time.
Reekwind shakes his head sadly.
In his heart, his cold black heart, a fire blazed. It burned, and it hungered.
Reekwind claws at his chest, as if in pain.
As it hungered, Ignis hungered. It was his wish to see the plains burn.
I will keep listening.
In the night,
Reekwind hunches down and begins to slowly stalk in the direction of the alley, a mad grin on his face.
Ignis came to the alley that was to be the alley of angles, and the fire in his eyes, the fire in his heart, both he let out.
Reekwind points at the alley, then flings his arms in the air, silently screaming and laughing at the same time. Silently screaming and laughing at the same time. All right, listen.
Flesh ran like wax, people like candles, and Ignis laughed.
Reekwind crumples to the ground, his body racked with imagined pain.
And evil, and evil was done, and forgotten not, forgotten not.
He stands up, then hunches over, looks left, looks right, then starts mumbling as if secretly in a conference with someone.
Something was to be done, be done.
Continue listening. He stands up, stiffly, his face resolute.
A punishment was decided. All the hedge wizards, midwives, rune tellers, copper pinching witches, all manner of magelings. They came, all, even those with the smallest trace of the art, to punish Ignis. Separately, they were flies.
He makes a buzzing noise between his rotten gums.
Together, dangerous, dangerous.
It's not him, is it? Let's listen again. He hums and raises his hands.
Caught Ignis, granted his wish.
He swirls his hands as if casting a spell.
He wished to burn. They granted it, using his own desire to fuel the casting. They made his body a door to the plane of fire. They intended to kill him. Kill him.
Listen.
Updated my journal.
Oh my gosh.
Failed. Failed.
Reekwind breaks wind again, as if to accentuate the failure of the wizards.
Ignis lived. Ignis lived. Only slept. Blanket of flames, flames, turned in his sleep as he burned. Never happier, never happier.
He shuts his eyes, wraps his arms around himself, and turns, slowly.
Burning. Ever burning.
His eyes suddenly snap open.
One day, he will wake, and then the plane shall burn.
Well, that's an unfortunate tale. I had some other questions for you. Okay. Can you tell me about this area? What the fuck?
The Hive. A tale I can tell, a tale I can tell. I will, but 3 coppers must I see.
He smacks his gums together and snorts like a pig. We're going to be talking to this guy forever. Okay, here's 3 copper. Oh, wait. No, this is one that we had heard before. The Alley of Dangerous Angles. Okay, a different story maybe? Can you tell me about where I could find someone named Farad? Reekwind suddenly hunches over and leers at you. He walks around you for a moment, dragging his leg as if lame.
A king, a noble tale, a noble tale. A tale I can tell, but 3 coppers must I see.
Very well, here's 3 copper. Reekwind remains hunched over, staring at you.
Once a man of respect, Farad was. A man of goals and position. All became nothing, turned to air.
Reekwind squints, then breaks wind, filling the air with a gut-churning smell.
Turn to air and stink.
Okay, listen.
A liar, a cheater, a man who twisted law.
Farad
was.
He hunches over, as if writing at a desk. He writes for a moment, then suddenly stops, afraid.
Then one day, he found that he had twisted himself.
Listen.
Such a liar he had become, that when he died, he was to go to a horrible place.
Reekwind shakes his head sadly, then hunches over again and looks wildly in all directions.
Farrell would not accept it. Would not. He had cheated others. He would cheat his fate too.
Listen.
He read dog-in books and consulted seers.
Reekwind stalks back and forth, his hand over his eyes as if staring off into the distance.
And they told him that only in trash could he find that which would let him cheat his fate.
Reekwind breaks wind again, then gives a reeking cough.
Perhaps they lied.
Continue listening. Reekwind stands up stiffly, then begins to fling off imaginary clothes. With every piece of clothing he throws away, he becomes more hunched.
Farron threw away his position, his goals, and took up a new title.
Reekwind stops, then leers at you. He claws at his rags, shaking them.
And became a king of rags. He would rule the trash, have his subjects search it all, and find that which he needed.
He shakes his head.
He looks, even now.
Do you know where I could find him? I had some other questions. I've heard enough. You know where I could find him? Reekwind shakes his head.
He lives amongst rags and trash. There you will find him. Find him.
I had other questions. Okay, how about my journal? Reekwind breaks wind, then scratches his arms. He thinks for a moment, then shakes his head.
No journal have I seen.
And in any other questions? No, that's it. Okay. Wow, I had no idea. The poop man had a lot to say. Okay. He had a lot of stories. Oh, what did I drop over here? Rags. Can I enter from this, or is this like a pass-through area? I don't think I can enter there. Okay, let's check everywhere outside here first. The wooden slats of these boxes are warped, allowing you to see inside. The boxes hold rotting sacks of grain. So can people here just eat trash food because they're like dead or something? There's the Alley of Dangerous Angles. Sure. Let's check right up here in this little nook. And then we'll start systematically going through buildings. Oh, there was someone named Iron Nails down here too. Oh shit. Hive thugs. Okay, well, let's fight them. There we go. I strike you with my new super axe. Wow, the Thaco is not helping out a lot. I think I've missed every single one of these.
Plain swine. Damn it.
Hang on, is more Thaco actually bad? I assumed it was good. Probably good, it's just a coincidence I missed it, right? More copper earrings, okay. Let's go over here and sell these things off real fast to this merchant. Is this guy, right? What do you have to offer me? Yeah, perfect. Anything else? Nah. Done.
All right.
Okay, so is there another building up here? No. There's Braskin's Kip, which I went into, right? I went into Braskin's, didn't I? Oh, no, wait. I wanted to chat with Iron Nails before I forgot. I nearly did. I got distracted by the combat. Hello, Iron Nails? Is there anyone else out here named? No. This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling about amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams with iron-shod boots. Every once in a while she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it into a leather sling bag. Greetings? She straightens up, hearing your approach. She's smiling politely, but from her stance and the way her hand rests to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has a milky film over it.
That's close enough there, Cutter. What do you need from me?
I had some questions. She nods.
Ask away, then.
Who are you? What are you doing? Can you tell me more about Can you tell me about this place? Looking for a man named Ferret. I'm looking for a journal I've lost. Have you seen one? Never mind, farewell. Start from the top. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them, spinning into the air, and catching them in her palm.
Iron Nails, they call me.
She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting nails? What happened to your eye? Why are you collecting the nails?
I sell 'em to a man named Hamrys in the lower ward. Maker of coffins he is.
Oh, we know of that person. He's not supposed to be good at it, right? Tell me more of this Hamrys.
There's not much to say. He's a bit chatty. He'll rattle his bone box till you're balmy, if you let him. But a fair bargainer. He needs the nails, I need the jink, and that's about as far as it goes.
Where's the lower ward?
I used to know the way I did, but the Dabus have changed the streets round again. Don't know how to get there. Now, I'll need to chart a new path, but I figure the Dabus will straighten things out eventually.
Oh, tell me about the Dabus.
Aye, Dabus, the lady servants.
She looks at you, puzzled.
You must be new to Sigil.
Tell me more about these Dabus.
They work all over the city, doing the lady's will. Always building and rebuilding they are, using what's fallen or torn down to make something new.
The lady? Nails frowns at you. Oh wait, Knowles. Wait, her name is Knowles, not Nails. It's 2 L's.
Oh, no, you don't. I won't be saying anything more about her than I already have.
She traces a semicircle over her heart with a finger.
Take my advice, Burke. Don't go asking around about the lady.
Very well, I had other questions. She nods.
Ask away, then.
What are you doing?
She rolls her eyes. What did it look like I was doing, Burke? Collecting nails.
She laughs gently, shaking her head. Where's all this wood come from?
She shrugs. Here and there, I suppose. Sometimes Dabus drop the stuff off, and I go through it before another pack comes to fetch it away. Probably rubble from buildings or walls they're putting up or tearing down.
Okay. So it's just all cycled through. It's like old shit wood. Huh. I had other questions. She nods. Ask away, then. Can you tell me about this place?
Look, Cutter, I've got a lot of work to do. The nails aren't finding their way into me bag while I'm spilling chant with you. Why don't you pick another Cutter's brain box about that for a time?
Let me ask you about something else. She nods. Ask away, then. I'm looking for a man named Ferret. She nods.
Aye, heard the name. I have. Heard of a pack of collectors, so I heard. Not sure where a body'd find him, though. You may want to try Ragpickers Square. It's north and west of here. A whole mess of collectors called Kip there.
I see I have some other questions. I'm looking for a journal I've lost. Have you seen one?
Nay, I've not. She pauses for a moment. You know, that's a good idea, it is. A journal. Mayhap I should start one of me own.
Yes, it is. It's amazing how much one can forget. A journal can help you hold on to your memories. I'll say that. She mulls over what you said.
Heh, you're right. You're right indeed, Cutter. I'll do it. I thank ye for the idea.
She smiles. Okay, of course. I had some other questions. No, actually I lied. Never mind. Farewell.
All right.
Yeah, her name isn't even Nails. It's Knolls. Iron Knolls. What a fake out. Is there gonna be a quiz somewhere in this game? Like, what is the name of that lady who was picking up nails? Is it Iron Nails? No, it's Iron Knolls. We're bringing it all the way back to Banjo-Kazooie. The end of game quiz. Can I debrief with Braskin at all?
Gone.
I don't remember how Braskin sounded. The news is everywhere. Congratulations on breaking the curse of Mordor's box. I must admit to being a bit skeptical that an ugly buck such as you could accomplish such a thing. Mind you, I still think you're uglier than a bucko's arse, but I've got respect for what you've done. Come, share a drink with me so you can tell me how you did it. I'll gladly share a tankard or two with you. Oh shit, time is passing, for real. You've rested for 16 hours. After a few tankards, a few songs, a few jokes, you've come to like Braskin immensely. In fact, at the moment, you seem to like everyone. Soon Braskin falls to the floor in a drunken stupor. You realize it's time to go. Farewell. Oh, shit. Oh, my aching head. I don't think I'll ever recover. Leave Braskin to his misery. Oh. Is he gonna do it again if I talk to him one more time? Yeah. Maybe he never will recover, and this is like a funny way of them being like, now you can steal from him. Okay. We need a thief. If I want to pickpocket from him. Holy shit, it's dark as hell. Okay. Hive dwelling. Let's check out the dwelling then. Okay, in we go. Hive dweller. Well, I don't know what I expected in here. Oh shit, she actually got mad about that. Oh my gosh, it is actually theft. Okay, I don't want to actually be doing theft. I didn't think that it was actual theft. Okay, oh shit, I have to go through Braskin's dialogue tree again. Okay, I'll share a tankard with you. Yep. Farewell. There we go.
I'm gone.
Okay. I'll open the door and go inside just so I've, like, done it. Should I talk to her? Maybe she'll say something. You see a plump woman going about her chores. She doesn't notice you entering the room. Greetings. What are you doing in my house? Don't you have any manners? You don't just go around entering people's houses. I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. Well, now you know. Please leave now and close the door on your way out. I've many chores I still need to finish, and I don't need any more interruptions. All right, farewell.
All right.
I'm going to keep going in people's houses, though. I'm a role-playing game protagonist. In fact, there's someone's house right here I'll go into. Crier of Es-Annon. Who are you? What are you crying about? Streams of tears have carved channels down this man's dust-covered face. He looks to be a monk or a holy man of some sort, but the dirt covering his body makes it nearly impossible to see the man beneath. He's chanting and rolling his head back and forth. It looks like some sort of ritual. Greetings? The man stops his frenzied chanting and glares at you with his tear-rimmed eyes. He opens his parched mouth to speak, but all he can manage is a withered croak. What's wrong? Why are you crying? Sorry to disturb you. Farewell. What's wrong? His voice is so hoarse that it sounds like he's been without water for days. I didn't even think there was water here. As you watch, a tear trickles down his face. I am a crier of Es-Annon. Es-Annon? Who is that?
Updated my journal.
Who is Es-Annon? The man throws back his head and gives a rasping laugh. It sounds brutal and defeated. Es-Annon, it is not a man, but a city. Why do you cry for a city? We cry its name because Es-Annon
must not be forgotten. All the criers of Es-Annon carry this burden.
You mourn a city? Why do you do such a thing?
Because its name is all that remains. Its avenues of light, its great spiraling parks. When it was laid waste and reduced to memory, only 60 of its people survived. It was our duty to see that its name was remembered across the plains. Many criers of Es-Annon have died for the sake of remembering. Many.
If it places you and the others at risk, why don't you stop? I mourn the loss of your city and your citizens. Farewell. Why don't you stop?
The tears I shed, the dust that cloaks me, these things are as nothing compared to what awaits should I give up my sacred burden. We must see to it that its name is remembered. We are living memorials to its passage.
If that's so, then what happens if you all die? A fresh tear springs to the crier's eye. Even his dust-caked face cannot disguise his look of despair.
I do not know. We criers of Es-Annon cannot mourn it forever. Even now, the dust clings to our robes. The spit dries in our mouths. Our bodies wither and die.
Is there any way I could help you?
You are kind to ask.
The crier shakes his head.
Unless you can immortalize Es-Annon, there's no help to be had.
Does it have to be you that cries Es-Annon's name? Must it be immortalized by a man? Would a tombstone serve? I mourn the loss of your city and your citizens. Farewell. Would a tombstone serve? The crier blinks.
Tombstone?
It's a stone that records a man's name, his life, and a eulogy. If it serves a man, could it not also serve a city that has died?
Stones may do such things.
Yes, and their lifetime is much longer than a man's. If its name was carved on stone, would Es-Annon's memory be served? Oh, can I go to the monolith place? The man pauses.
Would others see this name?
Yes, it would be there for all to see, long after you have died. The man nods.
If such a thing were possible.
He turns to you.
Where would one find such a stone?
I could go look for one. If I find one, I could see to it that Es-Annon's name is carved upon it. In exchange for some coppers, I could go seek a tombstone and have Es-Annon's name carved upon it. It is no matter. Forget I spoke. Farewell. I could go look for one. If I find one, I could see to it that Es-Annon's name is carved upon it.
You would do this?
The man's eyes water up again.
You would be setting all the criers of Es-Annon free. But a score of us remain. The burden of remembering would be over after so many years.
I would do so. I will return when the name is carved.
Updated my journal.
Okay, well, I feel like we know where to go for that. Oh shit, Hive Thug.
Damn it. What's up?
Jesus, they're smacking the shit out of me.
You poxy bastard. Choke on a bone, you witless ape. Damn it.
Okay. I'm not attacking. There we go.
Damn it.
Great.
Done.
Copper earring. Clot charm. Copper commons. Alright. Sure.
Done.
Well, I guess we'll call it here for now. When next we return, I'll go inside of these dwellings here, and then we'll check out the Office of Vermin and Disease Control, and then we'll go back to that monolith and see if I can etch Es-Annon's the city name into it somehow. Right? I feel like that's really the only lead we have, but maybe there's something else too. Who knows? All right. Until next time, please take care of each other.